Hello, what is up guys? It is Dave from PC Collective. Today I'm giving you guys another Witch Doctor guide. This is going to be a speed farm build. I got most of the builds from another YouTuber, but I tweaked it to my specs, and I think this is a really awesome set to do. So first off, um, the skills. So your primary is going to be corpse spiders, blazing spiders. These will give you back some little bit of mana. And we're going to be using the Arakier set, so these spiders are going to be buffed. Secondary, you're going to have fire bats, plague bats. This is a lot of damage, and the bracers we're using are coils of the first spider. So while channeling fire bats, you take less damage and 70,000 life per hit. So that's that. Then Q, you almost will never see a Witch Doctor build without Spirit Walk Jaunt on it. So that's your Q. Then W, we got Soul Harvest Languish. When you use it, you suck in energy from 5 enemies around you, and it'll give you 30% more armor, slow them by 80%, and you'll gain 15% intelligence, which turns into toughness and damage. Then your E, you want Piranha's Piranado. So this is your crowd control rune and a little bit of damage amplify. Then the main damage dealer of the rune of the build rather is going to be Hex Angry Chicken. So you can obviously see where the speed farm part comes in. So to the items, the bread and butter of this is the Manajuma's revised set. So Manajuma's carving knife and Manajuma's gory fetch. It will Angry Chicken explosion damage is increased by 200% and slain enemies trigger an additional explosion. Angry Chicken lasts 15 seconds and move speed as a chicken is increased by an additional 100%. So I don't have an ancient mojo, so the better rolls you have on your weapons, the better your farming will be. So if you preferred, these need to be ancient, but you can run it without. Then the armor, 6-piece Arakir's Spirit of Arakir. So you have this permanent Spider Queen who leaves behind webs, deal 400,000% weapon damage, and wherever you cast your corpse spiders, she will go. And then secondary, Hex gains the Toad of Hugis rune. While Toad of Hugis is active, you take 40% reduced damage. After Toad of Hugis finishes his meal, you will heal 10% of your max life per second for 10 seconds. So when you do chicken, you summon a Toad of Hugis. Yeah, so do that. And then the last rune, your damage of your creature skills is increased by 800%. So creature skills are corpse spiders, your corpse spiders rune, your plague bats, angry chicken, and Piranado. So all of these are buffed by 800%. Then to the rings, we got focus and restraint, pretty standard. You want to go for crit damage and crit chance on these. I didn't get crit chance on my focus, so I need to get a better one. And then, so you want to use these 4 runes, and then you also want a Hellfire Amulet, and then I have the Pierce the Veil passive. So you want these 5 runes. You want Pierce the Veil, Confidence Ritual, Spirit Vessel, Swampland Attunement, and Grave Injustice. So I forgot to do passives. But you want those 5. So you want a Hellfire Amulet with one of those on it, and then crit damage and crit chance. I got a beautiful Hellfire Amulet. So that's that. Then Bracer, coils of the first spider. While channeling fire bites, you take 30% reduced damage and gain 61,000 life per hit. These will be great for when you're fighting rift bosses and things, and pushing high grifts for speed grifting. Then in the jewelry, in the belt, I got Belt of Transcendence. So you summon a fetish sycophant when you hit with a mana spender. So doing your plague bats, you'll summon up to I think 15 sycophants. So that's awesome, good damage. And then for all the jewelry sockets, you want a Esoteric Alteration, a Molten Wildebeest Gizzard, and then a Bane of the Trapped. This Bane of the Trapped, the secondary part of it procs the first part of it, so you're going to always get that little damage buff, and then the other two are just for toughness because Witch Doctors kind of struggle. And this build, you're going to be going right into the heat of things. And then to the cube, you want the weapon to be a wormwood. Locust Swarm continuously plagues enemies around you. So if you see this little circle around me that appears, that'll summon Locust Swarm. And it's really good for pulling around enemies. It'll spawn in a great big deal of them, and it'll just group them better together. And if you don't want to use a wormwood or you don't have it, I would recommend the Furnace or maybe a Mad Monarch Scepter. Those are two that you can supplement in to deal decent damage. Mad Monarch's Scepter would be a really good addition too, but I prefer the Wormwood. And, oops, sorry about that. And it procs with the 800% boost on your 6-piece Oracular set. Sorry for the dogs. Then on your armor slot, you want Strong Arm Bracers or the Grin Reaper. So either one of these. Then on the ring, you want a Convention of Elements. Or if you're pushing high rifts, you want a Unity. But for right now, Convention of Elements. So that's the skills and the items, and I'll show you how this happens in a rift.
What does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost? I suppose start with hello.
Okay, here we are in a rift. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties, so I did a little bit of a rift. So you start off Angry Chicken. You go ahead and find a group. Not a lot of mobs around. Oh, and you go north. So let the plague bats or the swarm proc, and things will usually die. Okay, here's like a group of these. Then you want to just kind of spam your fire bats. Soul Harvest, remember. So you can use the chicken for the area damage, but you also want to just use it to get to enemies. So see how I just like ran in and then it did a big explosion? You can use multiple, use it for multiple uses. So as you can see, this is just an awesome, awesome choice for Witch Doctors. Because generally they don't, oops, died by the Molten. Because generally they can't really do these type things quickly, unless you have like the Carnival build. But this is a lot less rare than having to get an SMK and a what's it called, and a Dagger of Darts. You know, you can just all you need is the armor really, and then the weapons. And you know, if you end up not liking the About the Transcendence, you can switch it out for like a Witching Hour. Here we go, clearing up that. Got an amulet. So yeah, that's the build, guys. As you can see, it's really fast. I did a 30% of a rift in what, like a minute and a half while talking, so I wasn't really paying attention. So, oh, and I have Outlich. Let's see if it's good. And no, it's not. Alright, so, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, and yeah, leave a like, it helps me out greatly. Comment, let me know if it worked out better for you or what you would do different. And subscribe for more.